Evan sent me a care package.
All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Kyle Smith, Arizona drummer here, and all jokes aside, we really did get an awesome care package from our friends at Daddario and Evan's Drumheads. Now, I'm sure you guys noticed on the DW kit, it has all Remo heads on it. But for those of you who've been watching the channel for some time, you know that I prefer Evan's Drumheads. And so my good friends at Daddario reached out to me and hooked me up with all brand new drum heads so we can get this drum set dialed in and sounding awesome. Now, what's really exciting about this though is we get to try out some brand new products from Evans. And I'm so excited to get a chance to showcase them to all of you and hear them on this beautiful DW Collector's Kit. But without further ado, let's get into these boxes, see what they sent us, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't 100% know what they sent me. All I know is they sent me an awesome care package to get these drums sounding as perfect as can be. But first things first, we need our Talon knife. And we're gonna get into the first box here. This box has seen better days, as you can see, but let's get into it and see what we got. Oh wow, there's all kinds of stuff in here. All right, so we just got into the first box. I'm gonna get out the first goodie. Our first item here is our 8-inch tom head. This is for the batter side. Ooh, it is the brand new HD dry batter tom heads. This is so awesome. So these are 2 plies. They're coated. They have 5 mil and 7.5 mil, so 12.5 mil all in. But what's cool about these is, and I'm not sure if it'll pick this up on the camera, you can see the HD dry, you have those little vents in there, which help dry out the tone, really kind of dampen the sound of the drum, kill some of those overtones. Just like it shows here, these drum heads are ideal for rock and metal. They have a high defined attack, low sustain, a lot of tone, and they're extremely durable. So these are great heads for rock and metal. I'm so excited to get to try these out. These are brand new this year. Again, I think all of us are pretty familiar with the snare drum HD dry heads. They're incredible. They're highly durable. They sound great, great tonality. And again, they kill some of that overtone to make sure you're getting the punch and attack you need without some of the extra sustain that might be there in the drum. I am so excited to try these out. They're 2-ply, they're coated. They've got the control ring on the inside, as well as, again, those dry vents. I cannot wait to hear what they sound like on these maple mahogany drums. Next thing in the box, what do we have here? Another Evans drum head, looks like a 14-inch. Hell yes. So we're all familiar with the UV coated heads, the UV1s and the UV2s, but this year, Evans came out with a brand new snare batter head called the UV1 reverse dot. It's like the UV1 head, but it's got the reverse dot on there to improve some of the durability because it is a single ply head. But check this out. We now have our hands on a UV1 reverse dot. It's 1 ply, it's a coated head with 10 mils, 14 inches. It's got a high durability, high sustain, great tonality, and the attack is balanced. So excited to get this on the snare drum, but here's what it looks like. Again, the Evans UV1 reverse dot. There's the reverse dot there, and you can see on the inside, there's the dot. And again, that's going to improve durability. This is a single ply head, but again, I love the UV1 line. In fact, when I was touring with Zombies, I used a UV1 on my main snare drum for all of our touring, and it never broke. So the fact that we're gonna have some increased durability is incredible. I cannot wait to get this on the snare drum. We have a multi-pack. So inside here, we have more of those brand new HD dry tom heads. We got a 10, a 12, and a 16 in here. These are gonna be those same 2-ply coated heads with the control ring and those HD vents. Let me go ahead and open this up. We'll look at one of these example heads. Here we go, this is the 10-inch. So again, there it is there, HD dry, brand new heads from Evans. You can see the control ring on the inside right there. You can also see those air vents. I cannot wait to get these on the drums. High attack, great tonality, super durable, and it's gonna kill some of those overtones to really focus in on punch and attack, which for those of you who watch the videos on my channel, punch and attack are very important to me. We have the Evans Torque Drum Key, a knurled knob for quick spinning. It's made from drop forged steel for enhanced durability. It's magnetized, so it's not gonna slip off your lugs. So it's again slip resistant, and it's got adjustable tension for precise tuning. This thing is incredible, you guys. Let's go ahead and get it open. And also, you won't be able to use this, but for those of us who are members of the player circle, this is where you can enter in the codes. Again, this code will already be used, so don't try to use it. But that's where you can actually dial in your code, get reward points for all of these different purchases that you can then apply towards future purchases. The player circle is an awesome free to sign up program that allows you to again obtain reward points for all your purchases on Evans and Daddario products that can then be used towards future products. I've been able to buy things like drumsticks, drumstick bags, new drum heads, all kinds of things using my player circle points. And the more points you accrue, the higher up in your ranking you get, and you can get more discounts on things like custom drum heads, new drum head sticks, accessories, things like that. And one of those things on the player circle website is this, the Evans Torque drum key. This thing is incredible. I can fucking open it. This thing is truly incredible. You can see here, got that knurled knob we talked about, as well as it's got this dial here to kind of tune in the torque and get it to a point where, again, it will stop you when you get to the tension that you're looking for. As you can see here, if it'll show on the camera, you can't see it on the camera, so I'll put a picture right here, but there's a dial down here that you can actually dial to the tension you're looking for and ensure that you're getting the same tension on every lug. It enhances the tuning experience, speeds it up a little bit, and ensures additional consistency. So this is a must-have tool and is available on the website. Now, also in that box, we have our tried and true EQ pods here. Let's see if that'll show up on there. So these are Teflon coated for superior durability. These allow you to do repeat adjustments because they stay sticky, so you can put them in place, clean them, reuse them again. And what's really cool about these, as opposed to maybe some of the other competitors out in the marketplace, is these come with a really cool road safe tin where you open it up. Inside, you have a few different sizes. You have the extra large size right here, as well as kind of your standard sizes up there. But again, one tin of these comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different dampening gels that you can put on your drums. So really, really great. But let's say that the standard sizes are maybe a little too big for you. Maybe you're looking for something that's not as big as these, and you have a drum that doesn't require that much dampening. Well, one of the other new things that Evans came up with this year is the mini EQ pods. These are so exciting. They're made with the same quality, same durability, same reusability as their bigger brother, but they made them small. We don't have to mess around with cutting them or shaving them down or ripping them. We're trying to get different versions of these to fit the level of dampening we're looking for. And they still come in an awesome travel size case. In fact, you can see a little bit different in size between the two cases. So it's a little bit smaller. Oh yeah, look at that. Comes with one of your kind of standard size, as you'll see there. And then it comes with 6 of the smaller dampening rings. They're about half the size. You can see they're about half the size, if it'll show up. There we go. They're about half the size of your standard gel dampener. You don't have to mess around with cutting them or getting them to they're ripped or down on different small sizes. They have a size that's going to fit whatever dampening need that you have. So really stoked to see the mini EQ pods, because they definitely solve a huge problem all of us drummers have, which is when we're looking at dampening our drum or muffling our drum, sometimes the gels are a little too much, and this allows you to dial that in by using a little less of those gels to kind of, again, keep some of the tonality, keep some of the sustain without kind of deadening it all the way. Really great. I always keep these in my stick bag, so whenever I'm out playing, a lot of times I don't get to choose the drums I'm playing or the drum heads that are on the drums that I'm playing when I go out and play live. So by having these in my bag, I can make sure that I can control the sustain, the muffling, and the tonality that I'm getting out of whatever drum set I'm playing. And again, with the 2 different sizes or 3 different sizes, I can make sure to get whatever amount of muffling I need to make the drum sound as dialed in as possible. So we're gonna get into these once we get all the drum heads changed, but I'm so excited that Evans heard us and came out with some smaller versions, mini versions of these EQ pods. So looks like we got some apparel in this box. So I am really excited about this. I love wearing t-shirts, hats, so apparel from my favorite drum companies, and Evans is no exception. In fact, right here, oh, this is so sick. We have Evans Drumheads black t-shirt, and on the back you can actually see the different drumhead designs of clear, coated, and you have like the reverse dot type style on here. This is really cool. You're definitely gonna see me using this in a lot of videos coming up. So really excited to have an Evans Drumheads t-shirt. All right, looks like we have maybe another t-shirt here. Oh, this is so cool. So this is a gray, oh, look at the back, whoa. Okay, so first and foremost, on the front, we got an Evans logo on the pocket. Really, really cool design. And then on the back, check this out. Evans all-weather drum heads. You can see Dodge City, Kansas. Such a cool shirt. I am so stoked to wear this shirt in upcoming videos. Gosh, thank you guys. This is awesome. So as you guys know, I love wearing hats. If anything, I would say it's what's synonymous with the Arizona Drummer brand. I pretty much always have a hat on backwards. And Daddario definitely listened here. Check this out. Evans Drumhead snapback hat. I'm so stoked on this. This is incredible quality. And the logo looks awesome. You can see the stitching on there. Like, this is incredible. In fact, we're gonna wear this the rest of the video. My hair looks insane, but oh yeah, and it fits perfect. There we go. We got our Evans Drumhead on. I'm so excited. We got our Evans Drumhead's hat on. It looks like we got one more hat in here, which I'm so stoked about because I can never have enough hats that I can wear. Oh, this is so cool. Check this out. A Daddario hat here. Oh, this is really, really cool. Oh yeah, there's the 50 years right there. There we go, 50 years. Yeah, this is really awesome. Daddario, thank you guys so much. Justin, Aaron, the whole team over there, thank you so much for hooking me up with all of this gear and the apparel. I cannot wait to rep the brand on all of my videos moving forward. But we're still in box number 1. Let's move into box number 2. Our next box is here. All right, let's go ahead and cut into it. God, there's dog hair all over it. I have 2 dogs, for anybody who follows the channel. And one of them is like a chow, and he gets hair everywhere. But anyway, let's get into this box. Looks like we might be getting into some resonant heads now. So what we have here is a 16-inch Genera resonant head. These are my resonant heads of choice. I love the way they make the drums sound. They capture the tonality, but again, they're 1-ply and they're clear, so they're very thin. They're gonna capture some of that tonality. They're gonna reverberate because they're a thinner head. They're only 10 mil. And again, these are really good for rock and gospel because they maximize sustain and keep the tone very bright, whereas on the top, we're gonna be dark and have a short sustain. So again, it kind of makes up for some of that dryness from those top heads, those batter side heads, but nothing like, if it's gonna show on the camera, it wants to focus on me. There we go, a Genera Rezo head. So that's our 16-inch. We have a 16-inch floor tom, so this is gonna go, of course, on the bottom of that guy. And I know we talked about this earlier, but with every Evans drumhead you buy, once again, the player circle code is right there on the inside of the box. So again, for every single Evans and Daddario product you buy, you're able to log into Player Circle, input those codes, and get points and rewards for your purchases that you can again use for future gear. So it's such a cool tool that we can use to reward ourselves for investing in our craft. So we have another Genera resonant here. This is for our 8-inch tom. Yep, another Genera resonant here for our 10-inch tom. So this right here is for our 14-inch floor tom. So we have another HD dry here. If you remember earlier, we had an 8-inch and we had the pack with the 10, 12, 16, but I also have a 14-inch floor tom. So this guy's gonna go on that 14-inch floor tom. As you can see there, snare and tom batter. So where this is usually used as a snare drum head in the past, again, we're gonna be able to use this as a tom head. So it's gonna be exactly the same, 2 plies, 12.5 mil, coated with the air vents and the control ring on the inside. So again, really, really stoked to get this on the kit. We got a few more resonant heads in the box. So we saw our 8, our 10, our 16. Here is our 12 Genera resonant head here. It's gonna go on the kit. And here is, I believe, yep, here's our 14 Genera resonant head that's gonna go on that 14-inch floor tom. So really excited about that. But one of my favorite Evans drum heads is the heavyweight head. Now this head was created in conjunction with Mr. Matt Halpern from Periphery. And what's great about this is it has a defined attack, has a really short sustain. So again, you're not gonna have any of those overtones. It's a really bright tone though, so you're gonna get that crispiness, and it's got extended durability. And the reason why, this is a 2-ply 20 mil head, so 2 plies of 10 mil. And it also has a reverse dot on there. So let me show you what that looks like. So here's the head itself. There's the heavyweight head. Gorgeous head, coated. Like I said, 20 mil. It's a very thick head. And there's that reverse dot. So again, for that extended durability. Now this is gonna go on one of my snare drums as well. You'll see in an upcoming video, I actually have an update on my snare drum arsenal, but we'll get to that in a minute. All right, so that closes up box number 2, but we still have 2 more boxes. So let's get into box number 3. Here's box number 3. Now this is awesome. So this right here is an EC reverse dot snare tune-up kit. What's so cool about these, we're gonna do a whole separate video about this, is it comes with a batter side head, a snare side head, new pure sound strainer, as well as directions on how to change your drum head. Comes with white lithium grease that you need to kind of keep your tension rods greased up, as well as a microfiber cloth for the drum, for the tension rods, and comes with so many more awesome things. Now, we did just get a new snare drum. We're gonna talk about that in a future video. You'll see it then, but we're gonna go ahead and use this guy as an opportunity and get it updated with the Evans snare drum tune-up kit, which again, like I said, comes with everything you need, all in one box for a tune-up for the most important drum on your kit, the snare drum. All right, this is awesome. Thank you so much, Evans. All right, this brings us to our last and final box. It's also our biggest box. I think we can all maybe guess what's in this one. All right, let's go ahead and get it open. Now, I would say one of the most popular heads that Evans makes is in this box. It's my head of choice when it comes to my kick drum, and I'm so excited to get this open and unboxed. That's the EMAD 2 Clear. This is the kick drum head to end all kick drum heads. Defined attack, short sustain, punch, punch, punch. Dark tone, we want that thuddy, fat kick drum tone, and extended durability. Now this is also 2 plies, clear, 17 mil, 22 inches. This is my kick drum head of choice. And inside, there we go. What's great about the EMAD 2 is it actually comes with these muffle rings. So the small one is installed now, but there's also a large one that comes with it. You can see that there's a little bit of a difference in diameter. So what's great about that is you can dial in your muffling, dial in the amount of attack, sustain that you're looking for from your kick drum by swapping out those muffling rings. And guys, it sounds insane. So that is everything. And I have to just do a big thank you to my friends at Daddario and Evans Drumheads. To Justin and Aaron, thank you so much for getting me all these goodies in this care package. This is gonna level up my drums, get them dialed in and sounding exactly how I need them to sound. I'm so excited to try out the brand new HD dry tom heads. Again, guys, this was a popular snare drum head that they expanded to the full tom line, and I cannot wait to hear what they sound like on the kit, keeping them really focused, sustained, warm, and having that durability, while also putting on some new snare drum heads. We have some to choose from, but I think we're gonna start with that brand new UV1 reverse dot head. Brand new for this year, and I cannot wait. An already incredible head with the UV1 with some added durability with that reverse dot included in there. As well as, let's not forget, you guys, we've got new mini EQ pods. So if we need to dial in any of these sounds, really make sure they stay focused, get rid of some of those overtones, we now have more options than ever to get the drums sounding how they want to sound. In fact, we're gonna do a little bit of a sound test with these here in a minute. And again, all the merch and apparel that a guy could ask for, new t-shirts, new hats. I cannot wait to try these on and include them in some of the videos. And last but not least, our Evans Torque drum key here that we're gonna use right now. Get all these heads changed, the kit dialed in, and do some sound tests. You can hear what these brand new HD dry tom heads, the UV1 reverse dot snare head, as well as the EMAD 2 kick head sounds like on my DW Collector's Maple Mahogany kit. So with all that being said, we've got the boxes opened. We know all the goodies that we've got. Let's get them on the kit and hear what they sound like. All right, guys, so as you can see, we've got all of the heads changed. We got the HD dry on all of the toms, our 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, 14, and 16-inch. We've got our EMAD 2 on the kick, and we've got the UV1 reverse dot on the snare. What we're going to do now is a quick sound test with no muffling. I do also, of course, have the full-size and mini-size Evans EQ pods that we can test these out as well. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and just hear each of the drums, and then we'll hear the kit together, and then we will play around with some muffling, get it all dialed in, and then we'll play the drums. Let's hear what we sound like. Turn the snare wires off, and let's do the 8-inch. Ten-inch. 12-inch. 14-inch. 16. 'All together. Here's the kick. And here's the snare. Snare wires off. The snare's on. Now let's hear the whole kit together. Okay, now we're going to try it with some muffling. So first, I want to show you how we can go from our mini EQ pods up to a regular, up to the max size. We pull one of these guys off. Just one on. That does a great job of keeping some of the tone, but still deadening it up. All right, so we put that guy back. Now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try one of the full size. It's about 2 of the minis, okay? Let's listen to what it does differently to the muffling. Oh yeah, there's a big difference there. Do you guys hear that? Very little overtone. Just a teeny bit now. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, put that guy back. There's one more size of a EQ pod. It's about the size of 2 of the regular size ones. So check this out. So pretty big guy right there. Put this on the snare drum, we'll see what it does to deaden up the tone. All right, you ready? Oh, it's gone. No overtone. All right, so you can kind of get a sense of just how much these can impact the overall sustain of the drum. But what I want to show you now is how you can use the mini EQ pods to kill overtone on any drum. So slap that guy on, a lot more attack. Let's hear it without the snare wires on. You hear that? Same thing on the 10-inch. Let's put this down. A lot faster attack. I think what I like the best on my snare drum specifically is the full-size EQ pod. So we're gonna put that right on here where we had it before. Actually, I'll put it right here. And let's hear what these heads sound like, dialed in and tuned. All right, guys, did you hear those brand new HD dry tom heads? Like, it's exactly what the box suggests. They have a quick sustain, high attack, really bright sounding. Honestly, you guys, they sound incredible on these drums specifically. With that mahogany bringing the tone down, they just give enough attack and tone to really bring out the sound of these drums. And that brand new UV1 reverse dot, oh my gosh, without any muffling, it's bright, it's open, it's got so much body and attack and so much tonality that comes out of that head. And then with the different muffling, you get tighter and tighter and tighter attacks, which again, you could see in the example there, those EQ pods, having the smaller ones for the smaller drums, the regular size ones for the 12, 13, 14 inch range, and then having the big ones for a 16 inch can really make a difference when it comes to muffling the sound of your drums, dialing in the tonality, getting it to a place where you have the right balance of attack, tone, and sustain. And I'll tell you what, guys, this kit has never sounded better. So I just want to say a big thank you to Evans Drumheads, Daddario, my friend Aaron, my friend Justin, for hooking us up with all these brand new drum heads and giving a chance to showcase some of the brand new products for 2025 right here on the Arizona Drummer channel. Now make sure, go check out my Sweetwater landing page. It has all the different Evans Drumheads products, but then also go to evansdrumheads.com. They have the player circle option where you can actually input a registration code for all of the new products found inside the product packaging. This includes guitar and guitar strings, and you actually get reward points back where you can then invest those points to get new gear, new merchandise, new accessories, all kinds of goodies. So you make sure, go and log in now. It's free to join as a player circle member, and the more points you rack up, the more perks you get, like discounts, free shipping, and so much more. Make sure to become a player circle member. Now, if you want to also support me and my channel, make sure to go and check out my merch store, where you can find things like shirts, hoodies, hats, mugs, so many good things that go right back here to supporting the channel to make great content videos just like this, partnering with our friends at Evans Drumheads, as well as make sure to become a Patreon member. We're looking to do more giveaways and more content like behind the scenes, early releases, Q&As, lessons, and so much more. Make sure to hit the link in my bio, check out my merch, check out Patreon, check out Evans Drumheads in the Player Circle, and make sure to get yourselves these brand new heads for 2025. As well as make sure to hit the link in my bio down below to check out the video where we unbox our Pearl Sensitone brass snare drum, and we throw the brand new Evans heavyweight on there as well. And we just hear how great the tonality sounds of that head. So make sure to click that and watch that next if you haven't already. Now with that being said, guys, that's gonna close up today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. That is the easiest and cheapest way to support this channel. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.